here is a great example of just showing that I don't care what Trump and his crazy deregulatory anti-environmental policies are, because there's an article in Vox.com, which was updated by David Roberts on April 10th. A Kentucky coal museum is installing solar panels on its roof, which is just fantastic. And like, it sounds like if you put that in a story, you wouldn't believe it. You'd be like, oh, it's some liberal wrote a crazy story. No, this is what happened. So so he is trying to prop up the coal industry. Paul Ryan, dead-eyed, creep-faced weirdo from Wisconsin, is trying to get coal back in because there's coal mines in Wisconsin. And it's like coal. And if there's anyone watching, like, hey man, I'm a coal miner, or my dad or grandfather was, and okay, I get that, but we have to move past it. It's dirty. It kills people that work in coal mines. The coal consumption by the planet has gone down and down every year and year. We got to get away. We got to go to clean energy. If I was president, I'd cut the military budget in half. Every coal mine I closed down, I would open up a solar panel plant right next to it, and everyone from the coal mine would immediately have a job. I would retrain them and I would just do that. I wouldn't wait. I would just fucking do it. This is going to happen. So I want to talk about this museum and go into some statistics on solar power for a second. Benham, Kentucky, in Harlan County, is an old coal camp town. Its heyday is long behind it. There are about 500 residents left, according to the Associated Press. Mayor Wanda Humphrey says she is the mayor because no one else wants the job. But Benham does have one tourist attraction, the Kentucky Coal Mining Museum, which I love. I having traveled for a living, I love going to museums. I've been to the AA Museum in Akron, Ohio. I've been to the Negro League Baseball and Jazz Museum in Kansas City. Those are fantastic museums. They're like connected. I've been to all kinds of great museums. I saw a David Bowie exhibit in Melbourne, Australia. That was fantastic. I've been to the Edo Period Museum, I believe it's called, in Tokyo. It's really cool. I would love to go to the Kentucky Coal Museum. And coal mining should be in a museum. Its time has come and gone. We need to get past it. Okay? So, and it's cool. This is the stuff in here. They show an old picture of these coal miners, and you can have your picture taken next to a special 2-ton block of coal, or visit the personal collection of Loretta, coal miner's daughter Lynn, on the 3rd floor. It's a part of our American history. It's a part of that region of the country's history, just like building the railroads and bootlegging and anything else. It's an interesting and fascinating part of this history. A company called Bluegrass Solar is in the midst of installing roughly 60 kilowatt system on the museum's roof that, when completed, will provide power to both the museum and, through an agreement with museum owner Southeast Community and Technical College, the rest of the town's municipal utility, which is great. According to the Louisville Courier-Journal, the museum's power bill has been around $2,100 a month, but this initiative is expected to save between $8,000 and $10,000 a year. Every roof could do this. Every museum could do this. We could put it on every federal building if we had a real progressive, forward-thinking president. Say, I'm going to mandate that every federal building, every library has to have solar panels on it. And those solar panels are going to be made here in America by Americans. A real president, a real leader could do that. Is it going to come from the Democratic Party? Maybe not. Might be an independent party. Maybe if the Green Party comes up with a real charismatic leader or something. I don't know. But that could be done. About 500 articles have explained in the past few months the U.S. coal industry is in the decline and there's not much Trump can do to stop it. Pressures are mounting from every side. Not only concern over climate change, but also low natural gas prices, stagnant demand, increasing competition from renewables, weak export markets, and across the country, heated local opposition. I've even talked about this. I did an article probably a month or so ago that was in, I believe, Bloomberg, about how the renewable energy, as far as an investment goes, is a great investment, because here's the thing I've talked about with clean energy. It's a technology. coal mining and oil is not a technology. Wind, solar, the capturing of solar panel, the capturing of solar energy through the panels and putting it in, that's technology. And as I've said before, and you all know this, because if you're watching this on YouTube, you're probably fairly tech savvy, technology is exponential. It gets smaller and faster and cheaper every 18 to 24 months. So that's why investing is smart. And they know this. And that's what I've talked about. The carbon bubble is about the oil, and even the coal people are knowing that everyone's going away from it and they're fighting tooth and nail. That's what Syria is all about. That's what the Standing Rock is all about. People like Justin Trudeau wanting to pipe out his 173 billion barrels of oil in tar sands area of Canada. That's what this is all about. And here's an example of how solar panel can help a coal mining museum. So here's some statistics. I'll leave you with this. Meanwhile, U.S. solar PV capacity grew by 97%. That's in 2016, according to the Solar Energy Industries Association. The cost of a solar PV system dropped 20%. That's what I'm talking about. It's a technology. It becomes more efficient and cheaper. In 2016, more solar power was bought online in the U.S. than any other source of electricity. The industry installed 14,762 megawatts, more than any previous year and more than double the record set in 2015. Total installed capacity is expected to triple in the next 5 years. And consider this, in 2016 alone, the U.S. solar industry created more new jobs, 51,000, than there are coal miners still working in the U.S., 50,200. There are now 260,000 solar workers in the U.S., 5 times the number of coal miners. If you're a coal miner, move to a solar panel town that has a factory and get a job there. We all should get jobs there. And this is the thing that you guys can do. This is, first, petition your lawmakers. Petition municipalities. I want my local schools to use solar panels. The more you petition, I want everything. Put them on your house. Get them wherever you can. The more people that are using them, the more money talks. That's how you vote with your dollars. And then, as I said, vote with your dollars by supporting solar power. So this is how you just crush Trump's anti-environmental and his oil and coal buddies' dreams. Just overwhelm them with jobs and money. So invest in solar power, vote with your money any way you can. Thanks for watching, you guys. Support the show on the Patreon. I don't know if they're going to talk about this on the corporate media that is constantly doing ads for the American Petroleum Institute and ExxonMobil. We've got great things brewing. Whatever you see that ad, and they always show them doing like green technology. They probably spend, $8 on a little wing and all just so they can say, see, we're trying to find alternative fuels. They don't care. They're busy fighting a war in Syria so Tillerson can get his goddamn pipeline. Like it, subscribe it. Thanks for watching. I'm Graham Elwood.